It's officially Madden 23 season, and we've got some big news to talk about in today's video. We've got some leaks to talk about, and we've got information on the Madden 23 beta, and that is also going to give us kind of some insight on what is coming in the next week. Now, if you are new to the channel and you don't want to miss out on any of the news that's going to be coming out surrounding Madden 23 over the next few months, make sure to subscribe and turn the bell icon on so you don't miss any of those videos when they go live. Now, a few days ago, the MuttLeaks account, which is an account that leaks a lot of credible Madden information, put out a tweet with a vague picture and the caption "soon." And then shortly after that, they tweeted that the Madden 23 beta signups would be going live in the coming days. Now, that's very important because knowing that means that we know all of the Madden 23 initial info will also be coming out in the coming days because those things are always side by side. Now, I was in the middle of making a video about this just a little bit earlier today, and then EA themselves came out with a tweet that said, "Check the link and log into your EA account for a chance at a limited Madden NFL opportunity." Now, when you click on this, it brings you to a page where you can register for this opportunity, and it looks like the sign up date is from May 27th, which is today, until June 1st. Now, we all know what this is. They're not going to outright say it, but this is the beta sign up. So the MuttLeaks information from a few days ago is definitely accurate because today EA, a few days later, have put out the sign up for the opportunity, which we all know is the beta because this is what they've done for the previous years. We know this because we've been through this exact same thing for many years now. Now, just to fill you in quickly before you try to sign up, you may receive error messages. Me and many others are having trouble signing up at the moment, probably because many people are clicking the link and the site is overloaded. So don't be alarmed. You can keep trying. A lot of people have said that they've tried multiple times and then they eventually got through. Later in the day, when less people are clicking on it and there's not this rush of people, it'll probably be much easier to sign up. You have multiple days to sign up, so it's not like you have to sign up within this hour or anything. So if you're having trouble getting through, just keep trying, and maybe later today it'll probably be easier. Maybe even by the time this video goes up, it might be easier to get in. Now, what's kind of interesting is that they have put this out much earlier than last year. Last year, the signups were on June 7th and June 8th, I believe, and then the beta came about a week after that with the release of the initial Madden 22 info, which was, you know, the cover, the trailer, and all of the early features that they talked about. So with this being more than a week earlier, that lets us know multiple important things here. Number one, the beta is probably about a week to 10 days away, but also that the first initial wave of the Madden 23 info is less than a week away if we're going off of this and going off previous years. If you look at previous years, June is always the month where we get the initial information. Now, sometimes it can be the first week of June, sometimes the second week, sometimes it's about 2.5 weeks in. This year, it appears that this info is going to be coming much earlier this year because the beta signups have gone live today, which is more than a week earlier than it went live last year, and the beta and the initial info is always released side by side. Now, how long will the beta period be? We don't know. It might be a week, it might be 2 weeks, but you're going to want to make sure if you want a chance to play the beta, you want to go sign up here because everybody that signs up, from my knowledge, typically will get an opportunity to play. You will get an email with information on how to download the beta when it officially goes live. Now, it's probably going to be on the new consoles only, which are PS5 and Xbox Series X, because that's what it was last year. I would assume it's going to be the exact same way this year. Now, the beta is great because it gives you a chance to test out the game early, to get a rough idea of what the game is going to be like. It's going to give you a chance to test out some of the new features that they're going to be bringing to the game, and not only can you give them feedback directly on things that you may want to see changed or implemented, but you can also get basically a free trial of something that's pretty close to what the final product is going to play like, and that can help you decide if you want to buy the game or not. You get a free chance to play a trial of the game that could be 1 to 2 weeks long, so it's really an opportunity that everybody should take advantage of. I will have the link below in the pinned comment so that you can go register for this. Now, we've already heard a bunch of leaks about Madden 23, and it sounds like it's going to be a pretty gameplay focused year just based on the leaks that have been put out there. In the past, when leaks have come out early, you know, if there were other big things going on with certain modes, usually those would be in the leaks, but the only leaks that we've heard about this year have all been gameplay related. We've heard of a new passing system where you can kind of do more accurate pinpoint passing, and they're changing the system and how you can lead the ball into certain areas and put the ball in the spots that you couldn't before, and how they're changing the passing meter and the strength meter and things like that to give you a more skill-based passing system. Now, in the leaks, it also said that you can turn some of this stuff off, so maybe if you prefer the older system that would be easier, you could do that instead, but it's a pretty significant change to how the game is played. We've also heard leaks about a new tackling system and how they're trying to incorporate more physics into the tackling. Now, that's not going to mean that animations are not going to be there, but rather what it sounds like is that you're going to get more organic outcomes. You're going to have more, different types of tackles, and you're going to have players that are going to be able to kind of pile on to existing animations and not be kind of bound to the current animation that's taking place. You're going to have more independence of the different players on the field, and they can kind of come in and interact and make hits and do all these other things and maybe make gang tackles and do things differently than we've seen in the past. Again, we don't know because we haven't seen or heard anything directly from EA, but that's what the leaks sound like. We've also seen through the leaks that they're bringing tackle battles back in a slightly different way and some other things. We've also seen a few screenshots, and in some of these screenshots, it looks like they've maybe redone some of the player models, which is something that has been a big complaint for years, especially in one of the main screenshots that leaked. We saw DK Metcalf on a loading screen, and it looked like he was a little bit different and more accurate than what we've seen players look like in the past. We've seen his pads look a lot smaller, which has been a big complaint from a lot of people, that the pads are not accurate in the game. They're kind of old school. They're very bulky. They're not slimmed down, which is what the players wear in real life. And a lot of the body archetypes look very similar between positions. Well, in some of the screenshots we've seen, many people have pointed out that it looks like the bodies and the pads are different and a little bit more accurate. So again, what we've seen so far are definitely some things that have been asked about and some things that sound like positive changes, but with the beta sign up officially going live today, that lets us know that within the next week, all of these leaks that we've heard, we're going to find out much more in depth about those things. We'll probably get the cover, we're going to get at least a trailer, maybe two, and we're going to probably get the basic info surrounding these leaks with gameplay and probably some other features like maybe whatever's coming for franchise and Ultimate Team and things like that. So make sure you hit that sign up link so that you get a chance to participate in the beta and you get your hands on the game early for free. It's definitely an opportunity worth taking so that you kind of know what you're going into for Madden 23. Now, if you enjoyed this video, check out this video right here where we got an early look at some possible new gameplay animations for Madden 23.